this video we are going to discuss about Pritchard regime. So what is this? In this regime you have loading dose, okay, you have one loading dose and also you have one maintenance dose. So what is loading dose, what is maintenance dose? Let us see. Loading dose is where 14 grams of magnesium sulfate is given. 14 grams of magnesium sulfate is a loading dose, and IV you should give 4 grams, that is 20% of the solution is given intravenously, and in that 10 grams, about like 50% of the solution, it is distributed in a way like 5 grams is given to the left buttock and 5 grams is given to the right buttock. So this is how we distribute it. Now coming to the maintenance. For the maintenance you need to give 5 grams of magnesium sulfate, and we need to give the 5 grams of like 50% solution in alternate buttock. So same like here, as we said here 50% solution we need to give 5 gram in left buttock, 5 gram in right buttock. Even here the 5 gram we need to divide it into alternate buttock. So now let us discuss the IV dose which can cause cardiac arrest, as it is a calcium channel blocker. So remember that IV dose can cause cardiac arrest as it is a calcium channel blocker. So monitoring it is very important. So we need to monitor heart rate, patellar reflex, respiratory rate, urine output, and also SpO2. All this we need to monitor, because if you use this IV dose, it may lead to cardiac arrest. So what is the dose calculation? How we need to calculate the dose? So the dose calculation is magnesium sulfate. Magnesium sulfate is available as 50% solution, and in 1 ml of magnesium sulfate there is 0.5 grams of magnesium sulfate, and for IV use it is 20% solution which is needed. So in case of 20 ml syringe, 8 ml of it is magnesium sulfate, that is 4 grams of magnesium sulfate. Add 12 ml of NS. Next coming to in 20 ml. In 20 ml there is 4 grams of magnesium sulfate, that is 20% of magnesium sulfate. Now coming to therapeutic range of magnesium sulfate. Actually magnesium sulfate is having a narrow therapeutic range. So it is narrow, that is 4 to 7 milliequivalents per liter, or you can say 2 to 3.5 millimole per liter, or you can say 4.8 to 8.4 milligrams per dl. So now coming to maintenance dose. Give every 4 hours. For every 4 hours we need to give maintenance dose actually. So this is given till 24 hours after delivery or 24 hours after last season. So whichever is later, okay. So either you give after 24 hours of the delivery or give it after 24 hours of last season. So before each maintenance dose we need to always check the patellar reflex. If the patellar reflex is present, so patellar reflex is present, urine output is greater than 30 milliliter per hour, and respiratory rate is greater than or equal to 12 breaths per minute, and SpO2 is greater than 96%. So if any of this condition, as the values you can see here, if any of this values or condition is abnormal, then we should not give maintenance dose. Okay, very important. So we need to see this maintenance, we should be very careful with the maintenance dose. If any of this is not given, then it may lead to abnormality. So what are the signs and symptoms of magnesium sulfate toxicity? Let us see now. Signs and symptoms of magnesium sulfate toxicity. Okay, so signs and symptoms. The first sign of toxicity is Loss of patellar reflex. Whenever there is loss of patellar reflex, that you can say that is greater than or less than 10 milliequivalents per liter, there is slurring of speech, and also there is diaphoresis, the slurring of speech and diaphoresis. So respiratory depression occurs at less than or equal to 12 milliequivalents per liter. Respiratory arrest occurs at less than or equal to 15 milliequivalents per liter, and cardiac arrest occurs less than or equal to 30 milliequivalents per liter. This we need to observe. Now coming to antidote. So if there is toxicity, then antidote for the toxicity should be given immediately. There is calcium gluconate. Calcium gluconate should be given intravenous, that is 10 ml of 10%. So other regimens which should be not followed is Cibai regimen and Juspan regimen. This both should not be followed. And the absolute concentration of magnesium sulfate is seen in myasthenia gravis, renal failure. And in decreased renal output, there is accumulation of magnesium sulfate. So the drug of choice for status eclampticus. Drug of choice for status eclampticus is thiopentone sodium. Thiopentone sodium is a drug of choice for status eclampticus. So this we need to see. Actually this is like more we need to remember, it's not theoretical, right? So by this we completed the pregnancy induced hypertension. Next we'll start with Doppler and Rh negative pregnancy.